Hello friends, welcome to Play Question Wise. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss some interesting questions from the subject General Science. So let's begin the session. A genetically engineered form of brinjal known as the BT brinjal has been developed. The objective of this is, options are A. To make it pest resistant, B. To improve its taste and nutritive qualities, C. To make it drought resistant, D. To make its shelf life longer. Answer to given question is option A. To make it pest resistant. BT brinjal. Friends, the genetically modified brinjal is a suite of transgenic brinjals, which is also known as an eggplant, created by inserting a crystal protein gene, crystal IAC, from the soil bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis into the genome of various brinjal cultivars. The insertion of the gene, along with other genetic elements such as promoters, terminator, and an antibiotic resistant marker gene into the brinjal plant is accomplished using agrobacterium mediated genetic transformation. Friends, the BT brinjal has been developed to give resistance against Lepidopteran insect, which is in particular the brinjal fruit and shoot borers, known as in short FSB, which is Diosinodes orbonalis. Actually, when the fruit and shoot borer larvae feed on BT brinjal plant, they ingest the BT protein crystal IAC along with plant tissue. In the insect gut, which is alkaline with a pH of more than 9.5, the protein is solubilized and activated by gut protease. The BT protein binds to a specific receptor protein present in the insect membrane, which results in pore formation in membranes. This leads to disruption of digestive processes, paralysis, and subsequent death of the fruit and shoot borer larvae, FSB. So friends, these are few points about genetically engineered brinjal, which is BT brinjal. Now let's take the next question. The known forces of nature can be divided into four classes, viz. Gravity, electromagnetism, weak nuclear force, and strong nuclear force. With reference to them, which one of the following statements is not correct? Options are A. Gravity is the strongest of the four. B. Electromagnetism act only on particles with an electric charge. C. Weak nuclear force causes radioactivity. D. Strong nuclear force holds protons and neutrons inside the nucleus of an atom. Answer to given question is option A. Gravity is the strongest of the four. This statement given here is not correct. Forces in nature. Friends, in physics there are four basic forces. These forces are gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force. These forces govern how objects or particles interact and how certain particles decay, and these forces are called fundamental forces. The fundamental forces are characterized on the basis of following four criteria. These are: first, the type of particles that experiences the force; secondly, the relative strength of the force; thirdly, the range over which the force is effective; and fourth, the nature of the particles that mediate the force. Friends, सर आइजैक न्यूटन ने 17th सेंचुरी में ही ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स डिस्कवर कर लिया था और वर्ल्ड को उसके नेचर के बारे में बताया। अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यूटन, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स यूनिवर्स में हर जगह ऑपरेट होता है। हर वो मटेरियल ऑब्जेक्ट या कोई भी बॉडी जिसका कोई मास है वो अपने अराउंड एक ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स एक्सर्ट करता है। फ्रेंड्स, ब्लैक होल का कोई बॉडी नहीं है पर उसका मास बहुत ज्यादा है एंड बहुत ज्यादा मास होने की वजह से वो एक ग्रेविटेशनल पुल, बहुत हैवी ग्रेविटी अपने अराउंड एक्सर्ट करता है। सो द ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू मास। फ्रेंड्स, वो ग्रेविटी का इन्फ्लुएंस ही है कि हमारा ये जो अर्थ, ये प्लेनेट है, ये सन के अराउंड अपनी स्पीड और पाथ मेंटेन किए हुए है। और वो ग्रेविटी है जो एप्पल को पेड़ से नीचे की तरफ गिरने को फोर्स करती है और ना ही उसको ऊपर उड़ने का फ्रीडम देती है। फ्रेंड्स, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स के बाद वी हैव इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स। इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स की साइंटिफिक डेफिनेशन जेम्स क्लार्क मैक्सवेल ने 19th सेंचुरी में दी थी। दिस फोर्स इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द रिपल्शन ऑफ लाइक एंड अट्रैक्शन ऑफ अनलाइक चार्जेस। It also explains the chemical behavior of matter and the properties of light. Friends, the strong and weak nuclear forces were discovered by physicists in the 20th century when they finally probed into the core of an atom. The strong force acts between quarks, the constituents of all subatomic particles, including proton and neutrons. Friends, the weak nuclear force manifests itself in certain form of radioactive decay and in nuclear reactions that fuel the sun and other stars. Electrons are among the elementary subatomic particles that experience the weak forces but not the strong forces. Friends, ordered from the strongest to weakest forces are: first the strong nuclear force, second the electromagnetic force, then at third we have the weak nuclear force, and at fourth we have the gravity. So friends, these are points to remember about the forces of nature. Now let's see the next question. A married couple adopted a male child. A few years later, twin boys were born to them. The blood group of the couple is AB positive and O negative. The blood group of three sons is A positive, B positive, and O positive. The blood group of adopted son is, options are A O positive, B A positive, C B positive, or D cannot be determined on the basis of given data. Answer to given question is option A, O positive. Blood groups. Friends, based on the presence and absence of antibodies, the blood groups can be classified into different groups. Further, while classification, the presence and absence of inherited antigenic substance are also considered. Friends, the type of blood groups are inherited and represents contributions from both the father and the mother. ह्यूमन ब्लड में यूजुअली दो एंटीजेंस और दो एंटीबॉडीज होती है, एंटीजन ए एंड एंटीजन बी, एंड सिमिलरली टू एंटीबॉडीज आर एंटीबॉडी ए एंड एंटीबॉडी बी. The antigens are found in the red blood cells, whereas the antibodies are found in serum. Friends, based on the antigen property, the blood group of all human beings can be classified in four types, which is blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. Blood group A contains antigen A and antibody B. Blood group B contains antigen B and antibody A. Blood group AB contains both the antigens A and B and no antibody, whereas the blood group O contains no antigen but both the antibodies A and B. Friends, consideration of ABO system is very important while transfusion of human blood. The ABO blood group system was first discovered by Karl Landsteiner in 1901. Friends, the RH system, which is Rhesus system, is another significant blood group system. It is very important to match the RH system while blood transfusion. Rh antigen first studied in rhesus monkey, and therefore the name has been given. Friends, the person who does not have an Rh antigen is known as Rh negative, and the person who has Rh positive, who has Rh, is known as Rh positive. Also friends, remember that blood group O positive is universal donor and blood group AB positive is universal acceptor. So these are few points to keep in mind about the blood groups. Now let's move to next question. The surface of a lake is frozen in severe winter, but the water at its bottom is still liquid. What is the reason? Options are A. Ice is a bad conductor of heat. B. Since the surface of the lake is at the same temperature as the air, no heat is lost. C. The density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. D. None of the statements A, B and C given above is correct. Answer to given question is option C. The density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. Density of water. Friends, density of water can be defined as the weight of water per unit volume, which depends on the temperature of the water. The density of water is around approximately 1 gram per cubic centimeter. Friends, density is temperature dependent, but this relation is said to be non-linear, and also it is unimodal in nature rather than monotonic. When it is cooled from the room temperature, the liquid water tends to become increasingly dense, as with another kind of substance. But approximately at 4 degrees Celsius, pure water is said to reach its maximum density. Friends, as it gets cooled further, it tends to expand and become less dense. This kind of unusual negative thermal expansion is related to strong intermolecular forces and orientation dependent, and it is observed in the form of molten silica. So friends, this is about density of water, which is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. Now let's move to the next question. Which among the following waves is used for communication by artificial satellites? Options are A. The frequency of 101 series. B. Radio waves. C. Amplitude modulated waves, that is AM. And D. Microwaves. Answer to given question is option D. Microwaves. Electromagnetic radiation. Friends, electromagnetic waves are created by fusion of electric and magnetic field. The light you see, the colors around you, all are visible because of electromagnetic waves. And unlike mechanical waves, electromagnetic waves do not need any medium for their propagation. They propagate in vacuum. Friends, the electromagnetic spectrum is generally divided into 7 regions in order of decreasing wavelength and increasing energy and frequency. And these 7 regions are radio waves, microwaves, infrared waves, visible light region, then ultraviolet rays, X-rays and gamma rays. Friends, of all these waves, only radio waves are used for communication, such as television and radios. Friends, radio waves are transmitted easily through air. They do not cause damage if absorbed by the human body, and they can be reflected to change their direction. These properties make the radio waves ideal for communication purpose. When radio waves are absorbed by a conductor, they create an alternating current, and this electrical current has the same frequency as the radio waves. Friends, microwaves are used for cooking food and for satellite communication. And so, option D, microwave, is the right option for the given question. Microwave is used for communication by artificial satellites. Now friends, high frequency microwaves have frequencies which are easily absorbed by molecules in food. The internal energy of the molecule increases when they absorb microwaves, which causes heating of the food. Microwave pass easily through the atmosphere. So friends, they can pass between station on the earth and satellites in orbit also. Friends, infrared light is used by electrical heaters, cookers for cooking food, and by infrared cameras which detect people in the dark. Then we have visible light. It is the light we can see. It is used in fiber optic communication, where coded pulses of light travel through glass fibers from a source to a receiver. Then we have ultraviolet radiation, which can kill bacteria that are present in water. This sterilizes the water and makes it safe to drink. Ultraviolet radiation is also good for the skin as it helps to make vitamin D. However, too much exposure to ultraviolet waves can cause skin problems. Friends, then we have ultraviolet waves, X-rays and gamma rays. These all three are types of ionizing radiation, which means that they can knock electrons from the shells of atom, turning them into ions. This process of ionization can lead to mutation in cells, which can lead to cancer. So friends, these are few points about electromagnetic radiation. Let's see the next question now. What happens when a chemical bond is formed? Options are A. Energy is always absorbed. B. Energy is always released. C. More energy is released than is absorbed. D. Energy is neither released nor absorbed. Answer to given question is option C. More energy is released than is absorbed. Chemical bond formation. Friends, chemical reactions make and break the chemical bonds between molecules, resulting in the new materials as the products of the chemical reaction. Breaking chemical bonds absorb energy, while making new bonds releases energy, with the overall chemical reaction being either endothermic or exothermic. Bond formation releases energy. Thus, bond formation is an exothermic process. The quantity of heat energy absorbed or released during the breaking and formation of bonds in chemical reaction depends on the strength of the bonds, and more energy is required, friends, to break a strong bond compared to a weak bond. When chemical bond is formed, the potential energy decreases. The distance between two atoms at which the potential energy is minimum is known as the bond length. Many atoms become stable when their valence shell is filled with electrons, or when they satisfy the octet rules by having 8 valence electrons. So friends, this is about chemical bond formation. Now let's take the next question. The presence of ozone in the stratosphere is responsible for, options are A. Increasing the average global temperature in recent years. B. A higher rate of photosynthesis. C. Checking the penetration of ultraviolet rays to the earth. D. Supplying oxygen for people traveling in jets. Answer to given question is option B, a higher rate of photosynthesis. The ozone layer. The ozone layer is a region in the Earth's stratosphere that contains high concentration of ozone and protects the Earth from the harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun. Friends, ozone layer depletion is the thinning of the ozone layer present in the upper atmosphere. And this happens when chlorine and bromine atoms in the atmosphere comes in contact with ozone. They destroy the ozone molecules. One chlorine can destroy 1 lakh molecules of ozone. Friends, ozone is destroyed more quickly than it is created. The depletion of the ozone layer has harmful effects on environment and also human beings. Friends, ozone layer depletion के वजह से humans directly exposed हो जाता है harmful radiation of harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. और ये ultraviolet radiation ये rays human health को seriously damage कर सकते हैं. बहुत सारे skin diseases हो सकती हैं like cancer या फिर cataract या weakening of immune system or quick aging. These are few diseases that these ultraviolet rays can cause to humans. Also, with depletion of ozone, the strong ultraviolet rays may lead to minimal growth, flowering, and photosynthesis in plant. Friends, forests also have to bear the harmful effects of UV rays. So these are few points about ozone and its depletion. Friends, let's see the next question now. The color of the eye depends upon the pigment present inside it. Options are A. Cornea, B. Iris, C. Rods, D. Cones. Answer to given question is option B. Iris. The human eye. The human eye is a natural optical instrument which is used to see the objects by human beings. It is like a camera which has lens and screen system. Retina. It is a light sensitive screen inside the eye on which image is formed. It contains rods and cones cells. Cornea. It is a thin membrane which covers the eye trail. It acts like a lens which reflects the light entering the eye. Then we have aqueous humor. It is a fluid which fills the space between cornea and eye lens. Eye lens. It is a convex lens made of transparent and flexible jelly-like material. Its curvature can be adjusted with the help of ciliary muscles. Pupil. It is a hole in the middle of the iris through which the light enters the eye. It appears black because light falling on it goes into the eye and does not come back. Ciliary muscles. These are the muscles which are attached to eye lens and can modify the shape of eye lens, which leads to variations in the focal length. Friends, you can see an image of eye with various parts of it here on the screen. So after ciliary muscles, we have iris. It controls the amount of light entering the eye by changing the size of the pupil. Then optical nerve. Optical nerve takes the image to the brain in the form of electrical signals. Friends, the human eye is roughly spherical in shape and it consists of a convex lens made up of living tissues. So these are few points about human eye. Let's see the next question now. The number of chromosomes present in a normal human being is, options are A 23, B 46, C 22, D 48. Answer to given question is option B 46 chromosomes. Chromosomes. Friends, chromosomes are tiny structures inside cell made from DNA and protein. The information inside chromosomes acts like a recipe that tells the cell how to function and replicate. Every form of life has its own unique set of instructions, including you also. Your chromosomes describe what color eyes you have, how tall you are, and whether you are a boy or a girl. Friends, different chromosomes carry different types of informations. For example, one chromosome may contain information on eye color and the height, while other chromosome may determine our blood type. Friends, humans have 23 different pairs of chromosomes for a total of 46 chromosomes. In these 46 chromosomes, 23 we get from our mother and 23 from our father. Friends, 22 pairs of chromosomes are same in both the genders, that is male and female. But constituents of the 23rd chromosomes determine the gender of a person. All the 22 pairs in boys and girls are same, which is XX. But the 23rd pair in a girl is XX and that in a boy is XY. Friends, different organisms have different numbers of chromosomes, such as horse has 64 pairs of chromosomes, a rabbit has 44 pairs, fruit fly has 8 pairs of chromosomes, and human beings have 23 pairs of chromosomes, as we know. So friends, these are a few points about the chromosomes. Let's move to next question now. Which one of the following metals pollutes the air of a city having a large number of automobiles? Options are A. Cadmium, B. Chromium, C. Lead, D. Copper. Answer to given question is option B. Chromium. Chromium as a pollutant. Friends, contamination of chromium is considered a serious environmental pollutant due to its wide industrial use. Chromium exists in several oxidation states, but the most stable and common form are chromium 0, chromium 3, and chromium 6 species. Chromium toxicity in plants depends on its valence state. Chromium 6 has been highly mobile and toxic, while chromium 3 is less mobile and less toxic. Friends, chromium is taken up by plants through carriers of essential ions such as sulfate. Chromium uptake, translocation, and accumulation depends on its speciation, which also conditions its toxicity to plants. Chromium may enter the natural waters by weathering of chromium containing rocks, direct discharge from the industrial operations, leaching of soils, and others. In the aquatic environment, chromium may suffer reduction, oxidation, sorption, desorption, dissolution, and precipitation. The presence of chromium in the medium may compromise several processes in plants, like the plant germination can have to compromise because of the presence of chromium. So friends, These are few points about chromium as a pollutant. So, friends, if you feel this video lecture is informative, please hit the like, share and subscribe.